another week. And a good week at that. Think it's gonna be pretty sick. We've got some Jedi Survivor, some crazy Marvel news, some crazy DC news. A lot to get into today. And a lot to do this week. Oh, man. I'm excited for Jedi Survivor. I don't know about you guys, but I'm like really excited. Probably haven't been this excited for a game in a long time. Just real talk. Like that. What was it? It's like 3+ years since playing that game. And it was then one of the best things that Star Wars had going for it, and it is still now one of the best things that Star Wars has going for it as well. I am pretty ecstatic for the game. It's going to be really, really fun. So I maybe for the beginning of the stream today, let's talk about the week. Let's talk about what's going on because it's going to be a different week. First of all, no Nerd Theory tonight. So maybe some of you guys already saw Theory tweet about this. I think I'll probably tweet about it later too. No Nerd Theory tonight. And I think that's completely fine after 2 5+ hour streams back to back. And a lot of Jedi Survivor streaming later in the week. Like, he and I are both going to be streaming that a lot. Maybe we'll link up, at least chat about how we feel about the game throughout. But no Nerd Theory tonight. So, you know, that is what it is. I think today we'll probably, if anything, maybe go a little bit longer. I don't want to, like, promise anything, but this might end up being, like, a longer, kind of more chill stream. Like, when I was sort of sitting, I was like, okay, so I don't have Nerd Theory tomorrow night. There's a couple of things I want to do here and there, but, you know, I can do a longer stream in the morning and just kind of kick it. So maybe we'll, like, react to some videos and just hang out, shoot the shit with whatever you guys want to talk about today. As far as the rest of the week goes, we'll do a Nerdvenger stream tomorrow. And there's some interesting stuff that I want to talk to you guys about tomorrow. Like, they're supposedly going to show The Flash tomorrow at CinemaCon, and maybe there's even another trailer coming out. So maybe we'll talk about that. My big dilemma with The Flash is whether or not I should actually go see it. What the hell? Gambling? What the hell? Turn that shit off. That's crazy because I even opened up the thing to do it and I didn't turn it off. You guys are so freaking lucky. Holy shit. So we'll talk about that tomorrow as a community. Because, like, I'm really on the fence. Like, I keep going back and forth between, like, there's no way I'm going to see this movie. I can't support Warner Brothers and Ezra Miller. I can't do it. And then hearing some really crazy shit about, like, Nicolas Cage Superman being at the end of the movie and stuff. We'll talk. We're gonna get into it. But tomorrow, I want to discuss as a community what we think I should do. Yeah, I'm not really sure. So we'll get into that tomorrow. Wednesday stream, we're going to stream in the morning again. No more watch parties for a while, which is great. So we will be streaming at 11 a.m. on Wednesday. And I think what we're going to do is we'll actually do like gambling and maybe like call-ins and stuff on Wednesday. Because Friday, we're not having a regular stream. Okay? So when it comes to Jedi Survivor, and chat, you guys help me out with this because I'm not 100% sure on how this is going to go down. Okay? But people were saying you could play like Thursday night at midnight. Okay? And so what? Oh no, Nifty TV, no! We don't know. We're waiting to see what's going on with that emoji. We're gonna look into it. So on Friday, either Thursday night or Friday, one of two things is gonna go down. Either I just go to bed Thursday night and just wake up Friday morning and then plan on doing a very long Jedi Survivor stream that Friday. And I want to do giveaways during the stream. You know what I mean? Like, I want it to be really, really fun. So I think it'll be awesome. Or maybe I'll stream Thursday night at midnight for a little bit and then do another stream Friday. And if I'm really feeling it, I might even do a stream on Saturday as well. Depending on like how the reception of the stream is, you know, how all of that goes, I'll maybe stream on Saturday also. I feel like a lot of people are just going to tear through this game. Chat, do we have any idea how long the game is in like playing hours? Anybody? Does anybody know? Because it's massive, dude. but don't do the deluxe edition. Yeah, because it's like what? It's like 150 gigs. Now, I think a lot of that's actually wasted space for PC due to like all the bullcrap for different builds, and they got to be like ready for all that kind of shit. So I don't even know if it's necessarily that big. I think on console it's only like 50 gigs with maybe a download or something. So 25 hours. Okay, so depending on how it goes, right? So let's, in my mind, right, I'm thinking probably going to do a stream Thursday night at midnight and play for like, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours or something like that. Then wake up, do a long stream during the day Friday, and we might not even stream at 11, but I just like want you guys to know, like, that's kind of what we're going to do is like on Friday, I'm going to wake up and at some point stream and try to stream for like at least 5 hours, maybe more. It kind of depends on what kind of progress we make. Maybe we'll just keep going, or maybe we'll kind of call it. I'm not sure. But either way, I'm super excited for the game. Are you guys going to be getting it that night too? Like, are a lot of y'all going to be sort of like playing it along? I assume a lot of people are. Although I guess a lot of y'all have to work on Friday, huh? Just stream till you beat it. Yeah, I'm just not sure about that. Just did a completion run in Fallen Order. That's pretty sick, dude. Can't play Survivor? That's rough. And you know what else is cool? What? Maiko, Jedi Survivor. What do you mean? What game? The only good Star Wars game we've gotten in a long time? You know, the other thing that's really cool, and I like, dude, it's going to be such a fun, nerdy weekend to play a bunch of Jedi Survivor. And also, there's a big convention for Warhammer happening this weekend. And they're going to talk about 10th edition. The new edition of the game, and so I'm gonna be kind of like looking out for like updates about that as I'm streaming Fallen Order as well. So it's gonna be like a really nerdy, fun stream for the weekend. So that'll be cool. And maybe today or maybe on Wednesday we will watch a couple of videos filling us in on what we need to know before the game launches on Thursday or whatnot. So yeah. Pretty sick stuff. So that's kind of the schedule for the week. I also did want to say, and I'm not 100% sure on this, but I've got the Peter Tingle. And also, chat, what is going on with this playlist, bro? Just go back to the old one. Just what are you doing? Spanish guitar, dude? Holy shit. So, wait, what the buttholes was I just talking about? You just threw me off completely, chat. God damn it. Oh, yeah, my spider sense. My Peter is tingling. Okay, so here's the deal. I don't know if any of you guys have this feeling as well, but I have a feeling that major news is going to be dropping today. I don't know what it could be. I have no idea, but there's just something like, because I was talking to the new editor that we're bringing on, and yesterday I was like, okay, so we're going to wait a little bit because there's a couple of videos that we could do, but I'm going to kind of wait because I feel like crazy news is dropping on Monday. Today. Yeah, my Spooder man is tingling all over. So, we'll see. You know, maybe it'll even happen while we're streaming. But yeah, I don't know. I just get a feeling there's going to be some really, really crazy news this week. And then throughout the week, there's crazy stuff going on. Like CinemaCon is happening. CinemaCon this week. And there are rumors that maybe we're going to get some big announcements from Sony and whatnot. Listen on the way out to Vegas for CinemaCon. I did see your email. About that. That's awesome, John Cross. I hope you have a good ass time, man. And if you see anything crazy, of course, hit me up about it. Yeah. I'm going to put some dirt in your eye. Hey, you don't say that. So, yeah, it should be good, man. I think there's going to be some stuff popping off this week. Some interesting things going on. Maybe we should start by talking about The Flash a little bit, okay? Let's talk about The Flash, and this will kind of set up the discussion that we'll have on the Nerdventure stream tomorrow. So, you know, they've been kind of tinkering with this ending. There was maybe a version of this ending that was going to have Michael Keaton, and, you know, they were going to set up Keaton as like the new DCU Batman, and that ship has kind of sailed. And so a while back, do you guys remember the George Clooney rumors? Where essentially, like, people start talking about how Clooney might end up being the Batman in this movie. And actually, there were some people even saying Clooney might end up being the DCU Batman. And oh man, that was a rough 24 hours. I remember losing my mind talking about that, because Clooney is fucking horrible as Batman. And if you haven't seen that movie recently where he takes over Batman and Robin, you gotta check it out. You have to check it out, because I was blown away at how absolutely awful it was. Back when Pattinson's Batman movie came out, which I believe was last year, you know, I saw the movie, I thought it was like, all right, and then decided, hey, let's go check out the other Batman movies. At least I hadn't seen a lot of them. So we went through like all of them. And man, that George Clooney shit, truly awful. Truly awful, right? And so I was freaking out. Now, according to the reports, like, he's not going to be the Batman in the DCU, which is like, okay, obviously, and thank God at the same time. But it does appear that he is indeed going to be the Batman at the end of the movie. But there's an additional thing now that's happened at the end of the movie, which I think is cool, okay? And I also don't think it's that cool, and I want to ruin it for everybody and explain what's really going on. So, if you didn't know, I guess if you don't want spoilers for the end of The Flash, which also I'm curious how many of you are actually going to go see The Flash, let me know. But if you don't want spoilers for the end of The Flash, and it's really like a meaningless Easter egg kind of fun thing, but you might want to skip like 30 seconds or something like that. Yeah, it's Nick Cage as Superman. So they're putting Nicolas Cage as Superman, apparently fighting a big giant robot at the end of the movie. Now, the reason this is kind of cool, because some of you are probably like, what the fuck? Like, Nick Cage as Superman? Yeah, so the reason this is kind of cool is because there was going to be a movie actually done by Tim Burton. It's called Superman Lives, and it was going to see Nicolas Cage as Superman. And in fact, one of the awesomest sweaty nerds ever made a documentary, John Schnepp, about this movie called Whatever Happened to Superman Lives or something like that. Really popular documentary. So it seems like they're bringing that character that never happened sort of out of like an Elseworld. And there's even images of him in the Superman suit, and he'll be at the end of the film. Okay. Now, when I first heard this, I was like, yo, that is dope. Like, I'm not going to lie. That's dope. And it's been sort of this constant battle with the Flash. It's like every time I'm like, no, like, Ezra Miller, horrible person. Warner Brothers, horrible studio. Can't support. I don't wanna. You know, when the Jonathan Majors news first popped off, a lot of people brought up the Ezra Miller stuff, and it's true. And it did make me feel like, why is nobody like we're just gonna ignore this person that's done all these horrible things? And I was like, I'm fucking done. I'm not seeing the Flash. And then it feels like every time that I say that, they're like, oh, but what about Nick Cage Superman? Or like, you know, some crazy stuff. But I've also heard that it's not actually Nick Cage, and they didn't shoot with the Nicolas Cage. They didn't do it. It's just some CGI fan idea thing that they put at the end of the film. Okay, sorry to ruin it for you, but it's just CGI. It's not even Cage. So fuck that. So I think I'm back to not wanting to see it. You know, I don't know. Like, as I've said before, this feels like a unique opportunity to really stick it to Warner Brothers. You know, the studio that's been fucking shit up for 5+ years for DC fans. It feels like this is a unique position to basically be like, oh yeah, that one movie you thought would save you and that you've put all this effort into and you've tried to rehabilitate the image of a person that treats life like Grand Theft Auto. yeah, you know, all that. Well, guess what? Fuck are you? Fuck are you? Warner Brothers? Like, can you imagine if this movie, like, bombed? Oh my God, bro. Like, that would be absolutely terrible for Warner Brothers. It's almost worth doing it just for that. To be honest. So, I don't know, man. I'm back and forth. Regardless of that, apparently there's going to be some kind of spot trailer tomorrow. I do think the marketing for the movie's been pretty damn good. There's a lot of awesome stuff in the film. And people keep saying, like, it's amazing, right? And it's almost like, and I'm sure many of you feel the same way, where you're just like, I want to see it just to know, like, what was the movie that made them just, like, keep Ezra and, like, keep this thing going? Like, it has to be so ridiculously good for them to warrant doing all of this sort of stuff. So it's almost like an experiment or an interesting thing to check out, right? Like, just what could this movie be? We'll see. And also, I'm really curious to see what the tracking for the movie is. We're way far out from it right now, but as we get a little bit closer, and if this viewing at CinemaCon pops off, and a lot of people have like a lot of buzz for it, Rotten Tomatoes score is good, etc., etc. I don't know. It'll be really curious to see how that movie performs. We are in the middle of a very weird time at the box office. You know, where movies that are supposed to be smash hits like the Dungeons and Dragons movie bomb horribly. And I will say, it is shocking to me how poorly that movie is doing. Dungeons and Dragons is performing like poopy buttholes, okay? But the Super Mario's movie is making all of them gold coins. It's crazy, dude. They're like a completionist. They're absolutely dominating with that movie, which is kind of interesting, right? I knew the movie would do well. I don't know if I knew that it would do this well. Some people think it's almost like a changing of the guard, you know? I don't really know. But that takes us to, well, actually, yeah, let's just go right into Guardians, and then we'll talk CinemaCon and maybe the Sony stuff. So that kind of takes us into the Guardians of the Galaxy situation. I know, right, John White? It's a tragedy, bro. It's a tragedy. It's not even going to make $100 million domestic. That shit is crazy to me. That movie is great. But whatever. No, it didn't hit a Billy. Jeez. Sheesh. Okay, so let's talk about Guardians of the Galaxy. I assume many of you are going to see Guardians of the Galaxy. In fact, let's do it this way. If you don't plan on seeing Guardians of the Galaxy, especially opening weekend, which is next freaking week, put a 1 into the chat. I'm just curious, like, how many of you guys are, like, to the point, and I know we have, like, a lot of different kind of fans that watch the show, that check out the streams. Like, how many of you are at the point, wait, what? Did you guys understand the assignment? Did you guys understand the assignment? You guys are not seeing it opening weekend? Wait a minute. Wait a goddamn minute. We need a poll. We need a poll. There is no way that's true. You guys must have just wait a goddamn second. Bro. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way, bro. What is happening right now? The fuck? Bro, what? Now, hang on now. What is happening? We're 50-50 up in this bitch? What? Wow. That's pretty shocking. That's pretty shocking. I didn't fucking anticipate that. But I gotta just say, a lot of people, I think, are talking about this data. Wow. That is pretty interesting to me. Well, I guess that kind of takes us into the topic, right? Because right now, the tracking for Guardians of the Galaxy is pretty fucking bad, guys. Like, I don't think it's, it's obviously not Shazam level. And it'll be really interesting to see how this plays out, what the narrative ends up being. So a couple of different things going on with Guardians of the Galaxy. I am fucking fascinated by this poll. I got to be honest. I'm going to do a Twitter poll. We'll get a lot more votes on the Twitter poll. I got to see what's happening here. This is crazy. Okay. So a couple of different things going on with Guardians of the Galaxy. First of all, tracking pretty badly. And a lot of that has to do with pre-ticket sales. Now, my assumption was, well, there's probably a lot of people like myself that are kind of like, oh yeah, of course I'm going to see it, but I don't need to order my tickets anytime soon. I'll just order them the like next week, and boom, we're good. So I just assumed that's what it was. Okay, there are a lot of reasons that I think you could blame what's going on with the tracking, but this is something that's really interesting. Marvel is trying to pull some really crazy, borderline shady stuff with how they're getting the Rotten Tomato scores revealed. So I don't think there is an LA premiere. If there is an LA premiere, it's probably next week, but that's not when the press are seeing the movie. So let me explain what's going on. They premiered this movie last week in like Europe, in France, I believe. Okay. And so a lot of the first reviews, like the embargo's up. Like, it's good. Like, you can talk about it. But they haven't seen it yet. American press hasn't seen it yet. Okay? So what they're doing is they have the French press, which is a great way to have coffee, by the way. But they're having the French press. God damn it, I can't stop thinking about French press coffee. They're having the press in France see the movie and then sort of pad the Rotten Tomatoes score. And I think that's meant to maybe even influence, the American press to kind of go with that crowd. They're almost like trying to curb the thing. They're also making all of the press watch it next Thursday. Is that normal? No, it's not normal at all. They're also doing a press release. The press screenings are next Thursday, and then the embargo lifts completely. So the whole point is like, bro, they got burned bad for the Rotten Tomato scores on Quantumania. And I think Marvel views this as a situation where they want to try to curb that. And they don't want the Rotten Tomato score to come out and sway a lot of people, because I think where a lot of Marvel fans are currently at, it like feels like we're in limbo. You know what I mean? I think there's a lot of cool stuff coming down the road, but this year in particular, like, it is just weird. Like, Quantumania was supposed to be this fucking awesome, massive, like, oh shit, here we go movie, and it's one of my least favorite MC movies. I think the movie is poopy buttholes, and it really shocked and I think did some serious damage to a lot of people's relationship with Marvel. Because Phase 4 was a bunch of mid, some really great projects, but then like a bunch of mid, and then going into Phase 5, like I think a lot of people were like looking for the change up, didn't get it. And that movie is, I mean, I don't know, man. We might have to come back and look at how much damage Quantumania ended up doing to the MCU. It's not going to be clear until maybe we get further into the year and we see what happens next week, etc. But, yeah, dude, it's like, it's not doing well. And also it feels like Marvel and Disney are trying to, like, be shady about it, which I just don't think is the move. Because it sort of gives ammunition to, retractors and people that want to talk about that and, paint this narrative that the sky is falling, that Marvel is completely over. I think, and maybe if this is just me, but where I am currently at is like, oh, dude, I'm still riding with Marvel. It would take a lot to get me to check out completely, right? But I'm also at a place where I'm like, yeah, I don't expect much from the movies this year, which kind of sucks. Like, Quantumania, again, doo-doo. Guardians might be great. It might be great. And if it gets really, really strong word of mouth, maybe a lot of people will check it out and it'll tick up and do really, really well. But I have my own thoughts as far as what's going on with Guardians and why I think it's not going to necessarily land super well for people. But let's just move on to then the Marvels. And like, dude, make no mistake about it. The Marvels it's going to be a shit show. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, even if they somehow fix this movie and it's really, really awesome, we already know it's already the most disliked trailer of all time. The discourse has already been absolutely horrible. And as we get closer to that, there's going to be a lot of people motivated to like shit on that movie and shit on Brie, et cetera, et cetera. And it's kind of like, unfortunately, it feels like it was a quintessential movie that was like made from this attitude of like, yo, fuck these fanboys, like fuck these trolls, like let's make fun of these people. And it's like, that is not the movie you need right now. With everything that's going on with Marvel right now, that is the last thing you need is like Brie Larson's ego trip movie. It's going to be really, really bad. And so if you think about it, this is a really off year for Marvel. Like, it's a really off year. Like, you have Quantumania come out, fucking devastating to the brand, I think. And Guardians, again, might be good, but looking like it's tracking really badly. And then you're gonna have the Marvels. Like, wow, what a 2023, dude. Like, what a 2023. Damn. Now, the saving grace of the... this is the other thing that's really wacky, right? As if that wasn't enough. You've got 2, maybe 3 shows that are going to be coming out this year that should be really big. One of them is Secret Invasion, and I think Secret Invasion is going to be dope. And you'll get that at the end of next month, I think. Yeah, so that'll be cool. Secret Invasion should be really, really good. And then you have Loki Season 2. Now, Loki Season 2 should be really good, but of course, there's the whole Jonathan Majors situation, right? So, like, we don't know... We don't even we don't know what's going on with Loki Season 2, okay? And then you have Echo. And I gotta tell you, like, Echo, I don't know about you guys, but I don't care. Like, I literally do not care about Echo. I'll watch it as the prequel to Daredevil, and I'll be excited when the Daredevil shows come out. You know, but it's like fucking Echo, bro. It's coming from the same... It's like all that shit that we don't really want, you know? So Marvel's in a really weird spot, man. A really, really weird spot. And unfortunately, I think Guardians is getting a little bit of, like, all that bullcrap that we just talked about is, like, seeping into how people view Guardians. Now, there's several different reasons why this movie could be tracking low. Number one, of course, Marvel fatigue, comic book fatigue. I've seen you guys say it in chat, and it's true. Like, at this point, it's kind of ironic that Disney Plus was supposed to be this thing that would really, like, leverage and utilize these brands, and it has damaged every single brand that Marvel and Star Wars, mostly, it has damaged them. Like, literally. Like, that's kind of fucking crazy to think about. But it's literally damaged the Marvel brand, and it's damaged the Star Wars brand. Right? So there's a little bit of that where it's like fatigue, man. Like, it does feel like there's just too much. It's like, whatever. Okay, so that's part of it. Another part of it, and I know some of you guys are like, no, but it is James Gunn. Like, I'm sorry, it just is. If you don't, like, you got to realize, guys, there's a lot of different kind of people that see movies, but that's why you want to create what's called a 4-quadrant film. A movie that appeals to, like, all kinds of different people. And when you do that, that's like when you really get a big hit, because it's a small percentage of each kind of person that comes in and sees the movie, really relative to what the actual population is, right? James Gunn has not turned in a hit of any kind since his firing from Disney and the tweets. And at the end of the day, like, I don't really care that much about the tweets. I'm like, whatever, dude. Like, distasteful, fucking weird as shit, but whatever. You know, I don't really care. But I think it's fair to point out that he hasn't had a hit of any kind since that happened. So it's going to be really curious. Like, is there just this group of people now that kind of view him and view, like, his projects as, like, I don't really know about that, you know? And also, too, just even beyond him being, you know, having the weird joke situation, his sensibilities, and this is kind of, I think, a little bit of like Love and Thunder situation as well. Bro, I don't know if we really want a James Gunn slapstick like Peacemaker style movie with Guardians. Is that like with an MCU piece of content? Guardians, of course, has that there, and it's a part of the DNA of Guardians. And I expect the third movie to have those bits too, to be funny, to be jokey, and you know, have that James Gunn humor. But I also think there's something to be said for Marvel fans' fatigue of that. Like, we want shit to be a little bit more serious. We want shit to be a little bit more, you know, gritty and meaningful. And, you know, Guardians, of course, is going to have fucking Drax die. Sorry, spoilers, but Drax is going to die. And, you know, that's going to be really sad. Boo-hoo. But I just don't know, man. Like, I don't know. That could be a part of it. It's like the sensibilities and like how people view Gunn and how people view Gunn's work and what they want to check out currently with Marvel. I think the other thing, and this might even be the biggest thing really, is the fact that this movie feels like it doesn't matter to the MCU. Do you know what I mean? Like, it feels like it doesn't matter. Like, this is a movie that's just out of time, you know? Like, this should have come out a couple of years ago, maybe at the beginning of Phase 4. Then you just complete, like, the Guardians story. And really, I think this movie just sets the next team of Guardians up, sets some status quo for the cosmic characters. But I don't think it's going to have any connection to the multiverse, any connection to Kang, or anything like that, right? So it doesn't even feel like a movie that you have to see to like know what's going on, you know? So I don't know, man. When it comes to Guardians, it's a multitude of reasons. I really do wonder if like next week you're gonna see something where the Rotten Tomatoes score comes out and it's like really strong, like really, really strong, which again is really weird because I think it officially starts on Friday. So the Rotten Tomatoes score will happen. It'll really come into focus. Like, that picture will come into focus over the weekend, which is kind of weird. Like, maybe we'll talk about it on Monday on stream or whatnot. But it's possible that maybe the Rotten Tomatoes score is amazing. And then you see the tickets, you know, sales go up, a lot of more pre-sales. And then maybe that first weekend is super fire. But from where we're standing right now, I don't know. It's tough. Like, what do you guys think? Why do you think why do you think it's tracking so low? You know what I mean? Like, what do you think is the main issue? Yeah, I know. And also, I'm sorry I spoiled that. I shouldn't do that. I just want to spoil all of James Gunn's stuff because I hate him. Quantumania burned me. Marvel has burned their fans because Ant-Man damaged the brand? Definitely a combo of the Gunn stuff in the past, mid-bad Marvel projects. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Normies don't need to pre-order tickets for a Guardians movie. It's not No Way Home, LMAO. Yeah, but pre-orders happen, man. You know what I mean? Like, that's a part of it. Like, that's a data that's in the tracking. Now, it could exceed expectations. It could go lower than expectations, you know? But there is, like, that's tracking, you know? The movie's a goodbye, not really part of the bigger story. Plus, Gunn is just Mr. DC. Interesting. That's fair. Chris Pratt is about to have the number 1 and number 2 movie in the world. It's true. Chris Pratt brings people out, 100%. People don't have extra cash to go see movies right now? Well, then how the fuck is Mario making $1 billion? People don't have extra cash? I don't know about that, man. I mean, maybe that has some degree of... How can Ant-Man damage the brand? We got to see Darren die in Avenger. Renee, you motherfucker, bro. You literally almost just sent me. You almost just sent me. If you don't have $20 to see a movie, then damn. Yeah, 100%. Jeez, man. Man, Quantumania was fucking horrible, bro. It was pretty damaging to the brand. I think, and this is what's so crazy is like, dude, I did videos about this before that shit came out where I was like, dude, this is really make or break. And then like I kind of like tried to act like I didn't say that because it looked like it was going to be kind of shit as we got closer. And I was like, ooh, maybe it won't be make or break. Please don't be make or break. And kind of fucking is. It's just the fact that the way they positioned it, and like, dude, whose idea was it to do the marketing the way they did? The Avengers are back. Fucking since Endgame, shit matters. Like, my God, bro. They were literally like, bro, like this. It's all good. Stuff your sorries in the sack, bro. And let's watch some fucking Jonathan Majors. Wow. They really fucked that up. Remember when we were down on Ant-Man 3 and then we got hyped because of trailers and then it went back down before release? Dude, it was a roller coaster ride, bro. It was a roller coaster ride. I remember when the first leak came out that said he was going to get beaten by ants. And I just remember, and that was like a year before the movie came out. And I just remember being like, bro, what the fuck, bro? I was like, that can't actually be the way that it does happen. And then, like, I started trying to, like, make sense of it. I was like, well, maybe the ants will be, like, super fucking cool. You know what I mean? Like, maybe they'll be, like, awesome as shit. Like, warrior, like, coming out of a fucking Mad Max movie or something, you know? And then it's like, and I saw some people tweet, because I'll probably never watch that movie again. Like, bro, there's some shit. So sometimes I do very dark humor. You know what I mean? Bro, I've thought of jokes and I've said things to Elisa about Ant-Man the quantum bullshit that I'll never say live to you guys. Just I'm like, that's a little too much. But just use your imagination. I really fucking hated that movie, okay? So I saw some of the scenes, like, people will, like, quote tweet them and be like, there's no way this was real. And one of them was the ending where he gets beat and then MODOK, like, flies at him all crazy and, like, breaks through his portal just to show his big stupid face and, like, yelling at Kang. It is like goobly glob bullcrap. Like, do you guys remember during the pandemic there was those shots of Kevin Feige when he had his beard, when it looked like he was like a Tibetan monk? Do you guys remember that? Anybody? Bueller? Right. If anybody can find a picture of that, I can't find a picture of that. And I remember I tweeted about it and shit like that. Do you guys remember? If anybody can find that picture of Feige with that beard, please let me know. Tag me or whatever. But I'm kind of convinced that in the middle of the pandemic, Feige just dropped a bunch of acid and binged Rick and Morty and basically fucked it all up. That's kind of what I think's going on. Like, the old Feige, it feels like, probably would have been like, this is horse shit. Like, this movie's horse shit. And, like, the new Kevin Feige's like, enlightening. Different in a way that I think will expand the mind. It's going to be great. You know? So, point being, how do I feel about what's going on with Marvel right now? What are my in-depth thoughts on where the fucking MCU is at? That's it. That's my thoughts. Put that on a goddamn Rotten Tomato log line. Just get the fuck out of my face. Okay. Let's talk about Spider-Man a little bit. Spider-Man's still cool, right? We still like Spider-Man, don't we? So there are some crazy rumors that we might get a ton of announcements for Sony's coming movies at CinemaCon this week, including a look at the very gritty card-carrying member of PETA, Craven the animal rights activist. Craven, the animal rights activist. Apparently, you're going to see that shit. It's going to be really, really brutal, really awesome. People are hyped up on that. And maybe even an announcement of Spider-Man 4, which would be wild if Sony did that at CinemaCon instead of like at San Diego Comic-Con or something with Marvel, right? That would be pretty crazy. I wonder how you guys will feel about that if we actually get some Spider-Man stuff this week and they unveil like a little bit of Madam Web and a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and then tell you all this, huh? What do you guys think? Super hype? You think it's gonna happen? Lot of buzz, a lot of smoke. I just don't know. I just don't know. Meh. Played by Bad Bunny. I know, right? It's pretty wild. Madam Web will be Morbius 3.0. I mean, it might be. Look, they appear to be doing something. With Madam Web and maybe even tying it into Venom 3, which is kind of interesting. So, I don't know. Maybe. I would love some, there's a lot of buzz about that Spider-Man 4 shit, and apparently they've been moving behind the scenes, right? There might even be a 2024, 2025 early release date for that movie. So, shit would be sick. So, I'm hoping they get it going. I want to talk just a little bit about Venom 3 as well. How many of you guys saw the thing on Friday? I tweeted about a report from Daniel Richtman that Owen Wilson was being looked at for Venom 3? Did y'all see that? Anybody see that? Anybody? Bueller? Anybody? Null or what? Bro, Null would be freaking awesome and incredible. So hell no, they're not doing that shit. Come on, man. They're literally something has to do with Spider-Man, I guess, from the studio that brought you It's Morbin time. Come on, man. Okay, so the Friday story, right? I was like, dude, this is crazy. That would be epic. Mobius from the TVA. Oh my god, he's gonna be in Venom 3. That would be fucking sick. Dude, connect it all, multiverse. Let's go. Well, apparently he passed on the role. And apparently the role wasn't even for Morbius. Bro, Sony needs to stop tricking these people. I'm telling you. I bet Sony tricked Bad Bunny. I bet Sony tricked a lot of people. They're normies. They don't know. They're like, dude, you want to come do a Marvel movie over at Sony? And they're like, dude, let's go. That's sick. I think that's literally what's happening, because it just came out that they were trying to get Chiwetel Ejiofor to be the main villain of Venom 3. And you're like, oh, dude, Mordo, let's get it. Baron Mordo coming through the multiverse. Probably not. And I'm just like, dude, what are they doing over there? They're literally trying to trick Owen Wilson to showing up. They're trying to trick Chiwetel Ejiofor. So I would love some announcements at CinemaCon just to like know what the hell's going on. It sounds crazy over there. It sounds absolutely nuts. And guess what, guys? And guess what? Just like that, we're done with all the notes that I had for today. Now we're off in the Wild Wild West. I have no idea what's going to happen next, except I kind of do, because I want to watch a video with you guys. I kind of want to just literally chill and watch some videos, but I do wonder, should we do Q&A first? Like, should I get into Q&A first and just see what you guys want to talk about, and then we watch some videos together? What do you think? Let's do that. All right, let's do it. Vids first. I don't think we have a ton of super chats. We could probably get through it relatively quickly, actually. And then we could just chill and watch videos. Here, let's do the poll. Let's actually poll. Let's see, Q&A or videos. What shall we do? Huh. A and Q? No, that doesn't sound good. Boom, there you go. Yo, check this out. Oh, it's already up. This is a very interesting video that shows the different speeds of Star Wars vehicles. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I want you to think about that for a second. Comparing the speed of different Star Wars videos. Why? I don't know. I just want to know. What is it? What kind of is that? Good content? Is that? Yeah. So now, are you going to change your? You're going to change your votes now that you know what videos we're doing. Give me the speed. Dang, you guys are all about the videos, huh? Okay, fine. I don't care. I don't care about it. I want to know what's up with the speed, man. So this is the AAT battle tank. So 34 miles per hour. Oh, shit. This is the red side. 155 miles per hour? Damn. Those things can really boogie. Oh, that's the shit Ray had, huh? 261. Mary Sue. Mary Sue for show. Okay, dude. The 74Z speeder bike. 300 miles per hour. Respectable. Okay, so that, John. Okay, wait a minute. So, hang on. So, this landing craft goes for 365. This thing doesn't even go that fast. Although, I guess it's the big ship anyway, so. Oh, shit. 385? Okay. Boogie. The hell does this thing do? 400 miles per hour on the Rebel transport. Okay. Oh shit, what's that? The Razor Crest? Razor Crest! Okay, 497 miles per hour. That's crazy. That thing is hella fast, dude. For what it is. Y'all remember the Razor Crest? That was a cool show. Or a cool vehicle before they blew it up. Pretty wild. Is this the greatest content you've ever seen in your life? R.I.P. R.I.P. Razor Crest, huh? Oh damn! It did a spin. What the hell is this? Oh, this is one of the John's from the prequels. How fast do you think this thing goes? Oh, 500? Why do these feel slow? I mean, obviously they can go into hyperspace. That doesn't necessarily count. Okay, TIE Bomber. How fast do you think this TIE Bomber goes, y'all? How fast? Put it into the chat. How fast do you think the TIE Bomber is? I'm going to say 400. 600? No way, dude. It's got to be slower. It's a bomber. 800? Damn, y'all think these bombers go fast, huh? Okay, let's see. TIE Bomber. 528. I don't even remember what I said, but I got it right. Lamba? Aw, man, I was trying to do the... And then it just popped up. I was going to... So they're the same? So the Lamba shuttle and the TIE Bomber move at the same spin. Oh, you said 800 kilometers per hour? Well, we don't know what that is over here in America. Void, of course. Like, I'm sure that makes sense and, you know, metric system, blah, blah, blah. That's wild. I didn't know they were about the same speed. Crazy. Crazy. Look at that. They're flying. Look at that tight formation. That's toit. That's nice and toit. Okay, so this thing's a little bit faster. Interesting. The Radiant 7. Oh, shit, dude. This is like Darth Maul's ship slash... Doesn't Sheev use this too? And then this is what What's-Her-Face does for the armor, huh? Yeah. How fast do you think this thing is? I'm saying this thing is fast, bruh. None of those should make it into space. Oh, I'm sorry, Neil deGrasse Tyson. I didn't see you come into the tower and try to ruin everybody's fun. Holy shit. 1,200? Damn, I'm saying it's going to be 7. I'm saying it's going to be 7. What? That's slower. I think a lot of us are like, that's crazy. This thing looks like it's fast AF, bro. What do you mean? 572? Get out of here. That's crazy. That thing, it looks like it should be way faster. Yep. Super cool ship, of course. Remember when Phasma made her armor out of this and it didn't matter? She just died twice. Okay, we got a pod racer coming up. What is the speed on the pod racer? What is the speed on the pod racer? This has got to be up by, yeah, like 6, 7, 8. It's got to be, right? Got to be. Come on, man. It's a racer. I watched that movie. This is so wizard, Annie. Come on. Let's see a 5, 6, 7, 8. 7, 8. Pod racer? Dude, what? Not even 600 miles per hour? Who made up these stats? I assume he's sourcing this from, like, material. Dude, ain't no goddamn way a B-Wing is faster than a pod racer. I guess maybe, but come on, man. B-Wings aren't even known for their speed. I mean, I guess they're maneuverable. B-Wing is such a fucking awesome ship, too. So cool. If you've ever played... Any of you guys ever played the X-Wing game? The models? Tabletop game? It's a fantastic game. Maybe one of the best tabletop games ever created. B-Wings are awesome in that game. 100% awesome in there. The B-Wing's going 590? Okay. This is the U-Wing. It's got 2 settings. It's got to be faster. The U-Wing has to be faster than the B-Wing, right? Same speed? I don't know about that shit, bro. The Tantive 4. This thing's got to be slow as shit, right? It's as fast as the B-Wing. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't accept it. Okay, so now we're getting into the Star Destroyer. So that thing goes 606. Wow, so like all the big ones only go like 600 miles per hour, huh? That's pretty crazy. Look, even this one looks like it's got way more engines. And it doesn't go as fast. It gets the same speed. Or it doesn't go faster, rather. Okay. Dude, wait a minute. Wait a minute. The Y-Wing? They have the Y-Wing faster than the B-Wing? Bruh. Can we get somebody to fact check this? This sounds crazy to me. The Y-Wing is faster than the B-Wing? Does that make sense? The Y-Wing is like a heavy bomber. Whenever you play the Y-Wing in like games and shit like that, it's like all clanky and... So, okay, so this is as fast... Okay, well, you know what? I can accept that with Slave One. I can accept that. But I just don't get the Y-Wing. I don't understand why the Y-Wing's there. Mandalorian ship. Yo, what do y'all think of the Mandalorian ship? What do you think of the Mandalorian ship? I feel like you wasted our time. Well, here's the question, Vito. Did you have a good time? Did you enjoy yourself? Then it's not a waste of time. Shut your gosh dang mouth. 800? I'm saying maybe in the 7s. It's got to be like equivalent or faster if it's hanging out in this crowd. So I'm going to say 700. Dang, okay, so it's the same. Interesting. Yeah, I was going to say that X-Wing better be faster, but I can live with the X-Wing being faster. So here, let me ask you guys, what do you guys think of the X-Wing being faster than every single ship we've seen so far? Does that seem right? Does that feel right? Well, no, you can't. You're not doing hyperspeed, of course. If they all hit hyperspeed, it's probably just one speed. Maybe not all. I think the B-Wing should be here too, also. If an X-Wing and a B-Wing, I would say they're pretty equivalent. But it's kind of interesting that the X-Wing's the fastest so far, huh? Okay, now. You've got the Millennium freaking Falcon here. Okay, now what does Han Solo say? Fastest ship in the galaxy? Fastest ship in the galaxy? So what's the speed here? Yeah, I'd love to see it get up towards 800. That would be sick. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what they do here. 652? The same as the X-Wing? Maybe this model, but the actual Falcon, like, dude, they've like souped it up. They souped it up, right? It's gotta be better than a standard X-Wing. Like, that's the whole like thing. Sheesh. Maybe it's all the drag off of this. You know what I mean? That's wild, bruh. Yeah, we get it. We love the Falcon. Jeez. Gold. Dude, I like it in gold. That's sick. They did not just have a fucking snow speeder, land speeder come up. Like, this little thing's about to be more than the Falcon. Vito, you're fucking wasting our time here, bro. Why'd you link me this video? Bro. Is this true? Like, I suppose it... Maybe, I guess it could be in atmosphere, flying low to the ground. Like, maybe, I guess? I don't know. That when I saw that little land speeder come up, it was like feeling I get when I see Kathleen Kennedy come on stage to say anything. I was just like, Okay, so this I'm kind of digging here. So they've got, I don't know what the fuck this airspeeder's doing here, but the N1 at 683, I can see that because then the modified one, I could see that going like 800, 900, maybe even 1,000, huh? So this is in air's atmosphere, and I think that's probably important to talk about as well. The A-Wing, of course, has to be faster, right? Yo, those little droid... I mean, I guess it makes sense with these little droid fighters. 733? My God. That's crazy, dude. Ah, dude, that's cool. The Scimitar's a cool ship. 733. Okay, I can dig it. I can dig it. Look, they're even showing, like, the drag over the model, which is kind of interesting. Okay, so now you got the TIE fighters coming in, and you got, like, the standard and the advanced. Whoa. Okay, so they have the regular at 7.4. That's fucking crazy. So Vader's advance is the same. Okay, so the same as the TIEs. Okay. Bro, what? The Nebulan Bee cruises at that same speed? That's crazy. That's wild. The A-Wing has to be in one of the fastest ships, I would say. In fact, let's just do... What do you guys think is going to be the fastest one? What do you think is going to be the fastest ship? I think it has to be the A-Wing. The speed of sound. So the speed of sound is 7... Oh, shit, I didn't know that. So if you hit 800, you break the sound barrier, huh? Don't we, like, see pod racers, like, break the sound barrier? I don't know. That seems crazy. Dude, they're saying the First Order TIE fighters fly at the speed of sound. They're faster than all the other shit. Did Disney make this video? Interceptor, though, I could see that. Yeah, I could see the Interceptor. But how is the... Wait a minute. You're telling me the standard First Order TIE fighter is as fast as a TIE Interceptor? I don't know about that shit. And there's the A-Wing breaking the sound barrier. Dude. Oh, no, that's the... What? The Jedi Starfighter? Bro. The Jedi Starfighter? I don't know about that. I've never thought of the Jedi Starfighter as the fastest ships in the galaxy. The Jedi Starfighter? We got to see it through now, guys. I'm sorry. We got to see it through now. Okay, so there's the A-Wing. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. 808, huh? Get the fuck out of here. What is this thing? What is that thing? Another Jedi Starfighter? I guess the clones use those too. The TIE Striker? Bro, ain't no way they got this ridiculous ass, stupid as fuck looking star. The TIE Striker is 932? You're just making shit up now. This thing looks like a Tic Tac with wings. It's horrible. Bro, what are you talking about? The Stormford twin pod? The ugliest looking Star Wars ship ever invented they have going at 932? The TIE Defender? The Defender? Bro? The fucking Defender? No. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't realize. The TIE Defender over 1,000 miles per hour. Bro, there ain't no fucking way. The Defender is very mobile. It's like crazy mobile. But the fucking Defender? At 1,000 miles... I'd like to know where they got all this, where they got this data. Like, what is going on here? Bro, it's Kathy Kennedy. She made this video. Now they got Kylo's ship. You're telling me Kylo's ship is going to be faster than 1,044? The diplomatic barge. It's literally a fucking barge. You have the diplomatic barge at 1,200 miles per hour, bro. They're gonna have next. They're just gonna have Reva just flying through the air At like 1,500, dude. Okay, wait. Did they just say how they came up with it? Hyperdrive, the megaloop per hour unit was measured the relative sublight speed of the spaceships as opposed to full hyperspace. What the fuck? Dude, nah. I'm confused. I'm you know, it started out pretty fun. It was pretty chill, and then I just got like more and more confused. Like, where did they get this data? I gotta check. Okay, wait. This video. This is the description. This video took me a lot of time. Calculating the speed and distance traveled was easy, but building the scene was a bit difficult. In this video, we compared the fastest Star Wars ships. We looked at atmospheric speed, MGLT, and HCR. It's a bit hard to understand, and the Star Wars website itself says it doesn't match our math and physics to calculate them, so it's not clear what speed they are traveling in space. Okay, so it's mostly in atmosphere, right? I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that shit, you know? And that's the first video. That's not just bode well for the video watching. You know? Yeah, they had the barge at #1. Like, can you believe it? Yeah. I don't know about that shit, bro. I do not know about that. Okay, there's got to be other fun stuff that we should be watching. Chat, help me out here. What else? What should we be watching? What's going on in the nerdy world? Is there something we need to watch? Is there something else we need to check out? Mario pitch? Okay. They did a pitch for Mario? What's the Ant-Man thing? Heishi Ant-Man? What's that mean? What is Heishi Ant-Man? Am I going to regret this? Oh, and how it should have ended. Okay. Should we check this out? Should we give this a watch? Let's see.
Marketplace for the highest quality metal posters. Check the link in the description for their special offer and stay tuned at the end for more info. Now, on with the show!
So you've been studying the quantum realm? Mm-hmm. Why didn't you ask me about it?
I tried, Mom.
Do you even know how dangerous the quantum realm is?
No, you won't ever tell us about it.
You don't know what you're dealing with down there.
It's fine. Just let me turn it on and show you.
Don't you dare turn on whatever that thing is.
Why?
Fine. You really want me to tell you?
Yes, tell
it's like
us.
so weird that you don't want us to know.
Fine.
What the fuck?
Wow. Okay, so yeah, we won't ever do anything with the quantum realm.
Damn. Yeah, that probably is how it should have
Any
ended.
minute now, someone somewhere out there will send a signal. And that's when I'll catch them. Any minute now.
My name is Darren!
No. No! Even the cartoon version of it is fucking horrible! Oh my god!
I am not a... What?
Oh shit, now this would have been lit.
Did I get him?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, what's up?
How did you get here?
Oh, man, you're not gonna believe it, right? So I was just chilling back at the security office when all of a sudden, these giant ants walked in. And I was like, whoa, are you some kind of highly evolved ants from beyond space and time sent to give me some kind of important message? And the ant was like, yeah, dog, we've been trapped down in the quantum realm getting all super smart and stuff. And I was like, word? And he was like, yeah, but crap's been getting really bad down there. And Scott's been getting mixed up with this evil dude named Kang. I said, oh no, Scott, that's my boy. And the ant said, no doubt, no doubt.
No
And after
doubt,
we were,
no
like, talking
doubt.
science and stuff, we were like, yo, you know who is like a really important missing piece to all of Ant-Man's success? Luis. And all the ants said, yeah, we
True.
should get him down here to help save the universe and stuff. And I was like, for real? And the ant was like, yeah. Then I was like, wait, if you're so smart and you came all this way to find me, why didn't you just use like your super ant technology to just bring everyone back home? And the ant said, do you want to be in this story or not? So I said, yes.
Wow, that is incredible.
You think these ants and a band can defeat me? I am Kang!
And I still have holes! So the ants and Luis and the talking blob
fuck?
translator-oos thing saved the day.
Well, yeah, basically that's how it went.
And what happened to that orb thingy? Oh, well, the ants, being a Class 2 civilization, decided we can't be trusted with such a powerful device, so they took it. And that's good? Of course it is. I love ants. I don't ever get upset about anything they do. You know what I would have done?
I'm gonna guess reboot.
Oh.
You hush your... Actually, yeah, that actually checks out.
Rebooting sounds exhausting.
Oh, it is. But it always works out for him for some reason.
Because I'm Batman.
True.
Anyways, so you're sure Kang is gone for good?
Yeah, I mean, we all saw him get eaten. I'm sure that's the last we'll see of him.
What's up, Kang? Not a lot, Kang. How you doing, Kang? Just Kangin' with the Kangs. Kang, right? Where my Kangs? Hey, Kang.
Where the heck did all of these Kangs come from? I told
How you
you.
been, Kang?
You know what bugs me? When they kept taking their helmets off to talk to each other? Yes, but no. Is it recasty?
Hey,
No. No, the mind reading guy. He has this incredible power to read your mind, and then all he does is use it to find the combination for a bridge.
True.
That's it? Yeah, that bugs me. It's just weird.
Oh, there are a lot of things in the quantum realm that are weird.
Yeah, but not you. You look great, by the way.
Thanks. I was starting to think you wouldn't remember me.
Oh, I would never forget that. Oh, don't tell me you had a relationship with Batman too.
I have needs, Hank.
Ew,
oh my gosh.
Gross.
Give it to me, Janet.
I can't let you have it! You'll destroy countless timelines!
Well, in that case, then I'll just take it.
What?
You chose poorly, Janet.
Oh, poop.
Yeah, that checks out. That's probably how it should have went. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Not a bad video. I don't know. Like, man, so bad. So bad. I can like barely enjoy shit like
franchise.
that.
How have we not attempted that yet? Because the live action one from 30 years ago made Nintendo lose trust in the entire film industry. Yeah, that's fair. But I think they're gonna be okay with this version, sir. Oh, why's that? Because we're gonna play it safer than any movie ever has before. Oh, hell yeah. Minimize those risks. Make them real small. You know it, sir. And I'm thinking we cast big old celebrities to voice these characters. You know, maximize marketability, minimize risk even more. Wait, so we're gonna get big celebrities to do the silly Mario voices? No, we'll just explain that those were silly voices they did for a commercial, so the celebrities can just do whatever accents they want. That works. Oh, these risks are so minimal, my heart rate has gone down. Amazing. So what happens in this thing? Well, Mario and Luigi are plumbers in Brooklyn, right? But nobody's taking them seriously. Okay. So one day they try to fix a massive manhole leak that they saw on the news. Oh, massive manhole leaks are tight. Oh my God, I said what I said. Anyway, they end up going through this warp pipe underground. Oh, why is there a magic warp pipe under Brooklyn? What's going on there? Oh, okay. Well, listen, sir, this is not the kind of movie where I'm going to be answering that kind of question, okay? I was just wondering.
What?
Oh, no.
It is kind of true.
Okay. So
Like
anyway,
they don't explain that shit at all. Like they're just like, yeah, no, and then there's this stuff underneath, and then they get to Mario Land.
flying down this warp thing, entering this new world. Oh boy, here we go. I can't wait to see these two brothers go on a big old adventure together. I bet. And so then they get separated and spend the rest of the movie apart. Oh. So frickin' Mario lands in Mushroom Kingdom and meets Toad. Wow, he must be freaking out to be in an entirely new world after spending his whole life in Brooklyn. Not so much, because we gotta keep the plot going. That makes sense. So Toad brings him to see Princess Peach, and she's like, whoa, you're a human too? I was brought here when I was a baby. Interesting. So what's the story there? No further questions. Okay, wait, you can't just use courtroom talk to dodge questions. Overruled. I'll allow it. So Mario finds out that Bowser wants to marry Princess Peach. Like an interspecies.
Yo, Jack Black as Bowser was amazing. It's like one of the best parts of the film. It was really cool. Am I hating on Super Mario? No, I'm not. I like the movie. But it's true.
Kind of thing. Okay.
Super safe.
Well, you know, please don't describe it like that. Sorry. And so he's gonna destroy the Mushroom Kingdom using a superstar if she says no. Uh-oh. So Peach has to head out to ask the Kongs to ally with her. Sure, yeah, sounds like there's no time to waste. Time is of the essence for sure. So Mario is like, well, I'll help. And she's like, not until you complete an obstacle course. So Mario starts doing this obstacle course over and over, and he's just failing again and again. Princess Peach goes to bed. It's taking forever. Doesn't she have to leave kind of urgently? Yeah, well, the imminent threat to her kingdom is going to kind of take a back seat to watching this stranger get slightly better at jumping. Fair enough. Also, she's going to introduce the concept of power-ups to him. So what are these power-ups? They power you up. Well, like, are we explaining what they are? Like, why do they exist in this universe? They exist as power-ups to power you up. All right, anyway, and so finally, he completes the course. He doesn't, no, but Peach is like, okay, good enough, and they head out. What? And then Toad pops up, and he's like, I'm coming too, and Peach is like, okay, sounds good. Oh my god, now he has to do the course too? No, he doesn't for some reason. He's cool. Oh, okay. So anyway, meanwhile, Luigi's being kept in a cage by Bowser next to the cutest little Luma star. Aww. Who just absolutely craves death. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's one of the funniest parts of the movie was this little star because it's like so morbid and like depressed and like horrible. But it's this really cute little star that has like this really adorable voice.
And we're gonna have Bowser sing this big old song about how he loves Princess Peach. Bowser is gonna sing? Why would we have Bowser sing a song? Well, I was thinking we get Jack Black to voice him. Gotta have Bowser sing a song in that case. Yeah, okay. So the good guys make it to Cranky Kong, and he's like, all right, I'll give you my army if Mario can defeat my son in a fight. Kind of random. So then Donkey Kong is absolutely kicking Mario's butt, but then Mario manages to beat him. Oh wow, how does he manage that? Well, there were some power-ups, so he used those. Would he have been able to beat him without those? Oh, absolutely not. Performance-enhancing drugs are tight. Wait, no, that's not the message here. Are you sure? No. Well, okay then. So what does this juiced-up battalion do next? Well, now that they have the army on their side, they get into carts and get onto Rainbow Road. That's from the video game my brothers and I used to punch each other about. Oh, I'm glad you said that, sir. That's the exact reaction I'm looking for. What do you mean? Recognition of familiarity. That's exactly what I'm looking for here in every scene. Jeez, that's a pretty low bar to hurdle. You think you can manage that? I think I can, sir. Remember blue shells? I do. So, I just did my job.
Yo, but that shit works. Like, here's the thing. Like, it's true, and it is kind of funny to dig on it for that. But at the end of the day, it works. Like, every part that they did, like, I loved it. The Donkey Kong shit, I was like, super awesome. Like, I love it. Love the way they did it. The Mario Kart stuff, I was like, let's fucking go. Shit's awesome. Made me want to play Mario Kart. So yeah, they play the hits. You know?
The thing that I remembered. Yeah. So what else?
They play the hits.
Well, then Bowser's army's gonna attack, and Mario and Donkey Kong are gonna fall into some water. And then they get swallowed up by a big old Ma Ray. Oh, geez, it's gonna be tough to get out of a freaking creature's stomach. Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, because turns out this thing also swallowed a rocket barrel from Donkey Kong's cart. So they used that to get out pretty much immediately. Oh, that was pretty serious. It sounds like that plot point lasted several seconds. Yeah, it did. More than 10 seconds, sir. Probably less than 20. Jeez. So anyway, eventually they're all gonna get transported to the streets of Brooklyn for the final battle. Yeah. Oh boy, here we go. And Mario and Luigi are finally gonna be reunited, and they managed to use a superstar to defeat Bowser. Wow.
It was cool.
Wow. Well, it really goes to show anything is possible with performance-enhancing drugs. Again, not the message I'm going for here. But it might be, though. It might be, I don't know. So what do you think? Well, listen, I recognized a lot of the things you mentioned. Yeah. And I suspect other people will recognize them as well. So, that's really all we need. This is gonna be a hit.
Damn.
Hi, everybody.
It's true, though. This movie's crushing, and like, Like, it's not bad. Like, it's not a bad movie, right? But like, I certainly, when I saw it, I was like,
Ryan George here.
that's a movie. That is it. That is, you know, I felt like Harry Styles. It's like, I liked how much of it was a movie. It was, you know, it really felt like a movie, you know? Yeah. It's a straight up movie. But it's a fun time. You know, it was a good time. I enjoyed the Mario movie. And I kind of low-key wish I would have seen it in 3D, to be honest with you. Because it's like, it almost has this like theme park quality to it, you know? Yeah. Projected to hit 1 billion next weekend. I know, right? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that wild? Ain't that crazy? Did the Illuminati lie about Doctor Strange? Okay, let's watch this short from Kendall.
So this line for multiverse.
Okay, hang on. Wait. Okay, let's check this out. Also, what? Okay, boom. Let's check this out.
So this line for Multiverse of Madness might just be a lie.
Stephen renounced the Darkhold's evil and helped us find the Book of Vishanti, a weapon we did use together to defeat Thanos.
All right, hear me out, because did you notice that Stephen is the only one who looks like he actually fought Thanos? I mean, everyone else does not have a scratch on them. And I know Peggy is actually holding the Book of Vishanti, but if you had this shot of Strange's hands and the way that Thanos' body mirrors Wanda's fight from Endgame, I'm thinking Strange went after Thanos alone and got the solo kill. But still, why would the Illuminati lie?
The world needs heroes.
Yeah, that is kind of interesting. I think my thing on this, and like, I'm excited to hopefully, once all of this, you know, whatever happens with the Jonathan Majors situation and we kind of move forward, you know, get back to theories and speculation. My thing on this, though, is I absolutely believe it was Steven that kills Thanos, because I think that none of the other ones are even close to as strong as Steven, especially when using the Book of Vishanti. But I do think they sort of work together. You know, they work together to get there. They probably fought off some other stuff. And then Stephen Strange handled Thanos for sure. And I think he's partially messed up, not just because of the fight, but also because of the corruption from the Darkhold, like, you know, all the blackness on his fingers and stuff like that.
All right.
And we'll see where they end up going with all of that, because it feels like, to me, they're going to be setting up Doctor Strange as like a very, very powerful player in Secret Wars. That's what I think for sure. What else, guys? Is there any other crazy videos we should watch? Anything else going on, or should we just get into the Q&A? Oh, I do have a video coming out later today. I should mention this. The video is about how they changed the Mandalorian Season 3's ending. And it's pretty interesting. I saw Star Wars Meg do a video about this, and she references some things in reports. And I also wanted to talk about, like, the rumors and, like, what is going on. Like, what happened, what ended up happening with the Mandalorian Season 3. So that video should come out later today. AFK Stormtrooper vids? What is that? What does that mean? Have I heard of the unrecorded game? Yeah, I've seen the unrecorded game. It looks cool. I want to see more. I mean, that game, to me, it doesn't even necessarily feel like that compelling of an experience. It's more like, as we move towards better and better graphics, it is an interesting case study in like what you can do and how to make a game that feels real. Because they do a lot in that game that like competitive gamers probably wouldn't even like. You know what I mean? Like the way the gun like kind of moves around and stuff like that. And they have, you know, some randomization in the animations and whatnot. But they blur the faces, and that's a cheat code, because the human face is the easiest thing for human beings to see that it's fake, right? So, although the game itself is pretty interesting, I'm not as worried or excited as I think most people are. But it's certainly cool. You know what I mean? It's certainly cool. And I think that, I mean, dude, it's crazy what you can do nowadays. And the shit is just getting better and better. And with AI and the advancements that AI can bring to that too, whew, looking at some really crazy gaming experiences probably in the next 5-10 years. Absolutely. Well, she did say he would be the strongest Sorcerer Supreme ever. Meanwhile, we all wait for it. True, we must wait. The Godzilla Kong teaser is sick, bro. Yeah, but there's not much to it, right? I mean, it is cool. It is cool, but there's not much to it, yeah? What's going on with Guardians? It's just tracking kind of low. And we're going to wait and see, but it's tracking kind of low, so we'll see how the box office ends up shaking out for it. You know, we shall see. The Godzilla... I'm telling you, I don't think there's much going on. Some new people joining House of the Dragon Season 2? The guy from Raised by Wolves? That's pretty sick. Bro, I'm so excited for House of the Dragon Season 2, man. That's going to be awesome. That's going to be sick, dude. Lizzo joined the season? Great. Sorry, I had to sneeze. All right, let's get into some Q&A. Let's see what y'all be saying. We'll go through the Soupy Chats, member chats, and then we'll hang out in the chat as well. And we'll hang out for a little bit. Maybe there'll be some other stuff to watch too. Juicy Jethro says, "Hey man, keep up the good work, and I'll keep sending you De Niro." Well, thank you so much, man. I like doing what I'm doing, so we're gonna keep it up. Dano says, "Just did a completion run of Fallen Order. That's pretty sick." I thought about doing that run, man. I don't know if anybody else is feeling this way, because like on the one hand, it would be great to like run through the game again, but a couple of different things. Number one, I don't want to get like fatigued of that whole system and just of the game mechanics in general. So I don't want to do that. Also, I thought the first game was like, there were some mechanics in that game I really didn't like. Like overall, incredible game, monumental for Star Wars, but there was a lot of bullcrap in that first game, and I expect a lot of that to be fixed for the second game. So like, I don't want to go play the lesser version. Like I'm ready for the new version. So, but either way, it's cool. John Cross says, "Listening on my way out to Vegas for CinemaCon. Sony is up first tonight. Hope we get some Spidey stuff." There's a lot of rumors about Spidey stuff that we could be getting, and if we do, we'll of course cover it in a video tomorrow. Probably talk about it a little bit on the Nerd Avenger stream tomorrow as well. But yeah, Sony first up tonight. They've got a lot of going on with Spider-Man, you know, so we'll see. We'll see what they end up showing and end up announcing. Czech Republic with a very generous 10 spot says, "Hey, if you and other people decide to not watch the Flash movie, you could be doing harm to people that worked on the film who have nothing to do with Ezra. Future layoffs if the movie fails." Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, first of all, I think those people will either be fine or they won't, and I don't think that the crew especially, I don't think they're gonna be held responsible for how that movie performs or does. They'll probably get a gig if they did good work on it. If they're unionized, they'll probably still get work and it'll be fine, right? So I just disagree completely. I don't think it's really gonna affect a lot of people. The only person I could see it affecting hard that doesn't deserve it is maybe the director. And at the end of the day, like, it kind of is what it is, man. You know? So, I don't know. Do you guys agree with that? Like, do you think that if we don't go see The Flash, we're going to hurt all these innocent people? I mean, first of all, Ezra's kind of like all about hurting innocent people. But in all seriousness, like, what do you guys think? Like, does it hurt innocent people if we don't go see The Flash? Yeah, you know who I think it hurts? The bigwigs. I think it hurts David Zaslav, you know? I think it hurts some of the executives at Warner Brothers. And honestly, fuck those people, dude. Like, for real. So, I don't think it hurts the grip with the best boy. You know what I mean? I think it'd be fine. John Cross says, if Clooney brought the charisma he had in the Ocean's movies, he could have been a really great Batman / Bruce. That's true, and I don't know why they didn't tap into that. They make him kind of like weird and awkward in like a lot of the actual Bruce Wayne scenes in that movie, and it's horrible. So yeah, that's a good point though. Jay Kowalski says, sent you a Twitter DM about Snapchat AI and crazy convo I had about the state of Star Wars. You can do some crazy stuff with this chat bot. All love. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Maybe I'll look into that. It's kind of wild how things are going, huh? When is the Guardians LA premiere? I don't know if they're having one. If they do, maybe it's like next Tuesday. Let's check that out. I don't know if there is a world premiere in LA for this movie. Let's see. World premiere. So maybe it's next Monday. Live from 8:15 on Thursday, April 27th. Oh, so it's this week. Okay, so that makes sense. So the world premieres this Thursday. That's when all the press is seeing it as well. Okay, that makes sense. But it's kind of weird doing that on a Thursday. And they did already premiere it in Paris, which is kind of interesting. Nuck and Fut says, any plans on another podcast interview thing with for Spotify? I was loving those, and I think you would have a good combo with So Uncivilized on YouTube. I'm definitely not against it, okay? Like, to be honest with you guys, like, where I'm at right now, right? I'm balancing trying to continue to be consistent on the streams and have a good time and be fun on the streams. Really working on the craft of the video. We're bringing in the new editor, and we're trying to kind of just tweak the way we do videos. And a lot of my time right now, outside of that, is spent on my comics. So I'm working a lot on my comic book writing and sort of producing that and getting that ready. And to be honest, like, I'm much more passionate about that than I am doing the podcast. Like, I already do a lot and I already make a lot of content. I kind of want to start doing some stuff outside of making content. And for me right now, that's a lot of like comic book writing and designing. So while I appreciate it, and I think that it's kind that you guys like that kind of stuff, for now, my focus is being split in a different way, different way. Chase Floyd says, hey Josh, how's my new badge look? 2 years up in this bitch. How does the Warhammer games going the last few weeks? Thanks for all that you do, bro. And yeah, I see the badge is freaking awesome, man. Nerd Adventures for life. Appreciate you. I haven't been playing. And I think that's mostly because of 10th edition coming out. And I played a lot in the earlier part of the year. And I'm still like very new to the game, so I learned a lot. But like, I don't know that it's actually going to help me be good at 10th if I learn more about 9th at this point. It's like a really weird, like, no man's land time for Warhammer right now. Like, is it worth it learning how this interaction happens when that might change, like, in a couple weeks? So for now, I'm just kind of chilling. Just kind of waiting. Joey Ebb says, Volume 3 not tracking well. Oh my God, never saw that coming. It's going to be whack AF, just like Volume 2. Gunn does it again. To be honest with you, there are a lot of people that probably agree with you. And I didn't like Volume 2 that much at all. So maybe that's in that a little bit as well. I truly think it's more like it's out of time. It just doesn't feel like it's an important movie to see. And I know everybody's like, well, don't you just go see a movie just for the sake of seeing a movie? No, we fucking don't. That's why the MCU popped off the way that it did. Because it made it episodic and like you had to watch everything. Like all these people are saying, well, just go see the movie for the sake of the movie. That's not really the comic book thing. That's not really what brings comic book movie fans to the theater. So, I don't know. We'll just see. AF Clip says, thoughts on John Campea firing Robert Meyer Burnett? I don't really know much about it. I think Robert is going to CinemaCon with the John Campea show crew still. So I assume there's somewhat of a relationship there that's still good. And look, at the end of the day, YouTube's rough. And it's especially rough if you're trying to like produce a show. You know what I mean? Like a long time ago, I was trying to do that with a bunch of other people. And I was just like, dude, this is not viable. So I stopped. And now it's much more viable. And maybe that's kind of what, John's on. I don't know. APA says they need to bring back same-day Disney Plus releases. Yeah, that ship seems to have sailed. I don't think they're ever going to do that. And in fact, they're doing like the opposite of that right now. Where you're not even like, can you get Avatar 2 on Disney Plus right now? Like, can you? I don't even know if you can. Like, I think it's still in that pay period where you got to buy it for like $20, right? Yeah, so Disney's going further away from that, man. Like, and I think it's bullshit. Like, I frankly think that's ridiculous because it used to just go right up on Disney Plus. Now they're like, nope, everybody's gonna have to buy it, or like you gotta pay, and then eventually it'll hit Disney Plus. So that's kind of a weird, dirty game. But they've just changed the way they view the streaming and all that, right? Infection Gaming says, what do you hate more, Love and Thunder or Quantum Mania? I say Love and Thunder. No, I hate Quantum Mania more, 100%. They're both really bad. But, like, the Thor movies, like, whatever. It doesn't even feel, like, consequential. Quantum Mania is supposed to be the first entry into Phase 5, really set up Kang the Conqueror. Quantum Mania is supposed to have a through line to Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars. This movie is somewhat of a preface to the next Avengers movie. I'm sorry, that is a different level, and they really didn't deliver. Really didn't deliver. So that's my answer. Donnie says, maybe I've been watching too much Game of Thrones, but I kind of wish they would have killed Mando so there was an actual consequence and conflict in this season. I think that's fair, dude. This season is, I mean, I don't know. I've already said my piece about it, but it's like, it literally just resets the show. It literally just resets the show and sets us on a trajectory where it's going to essentially be like Mando and the New Republic Rangers show kind of like smashed together, and then that's what it is moving forward. So, yeah, unfortunately, there's not a lot of stakes there. But it didn't like damage the show too badly either. It's a really weird middle ground. Low Live says, studios getting too far from source. For example, get Donny Cates to help write Venom 3. There's a whole comic book side of the industry they ignore. Yeah, I agree with that. I think, generally speaking, comics have been pretty interesting lately, and there's a lot of cool stuff that's going on. And yeah, that's just not the same. Okay, so what is EDT? Is the EDT like EST? That's essentially what it is. So it should drop at midnight. I'm just looking at something over here for Jedi Survivor, right? So real quick, I'll show you what I'm looking at here. So in New York time zone, it's 0000 EDT. So that should be midnight. Eastern Daylight Savings. That's true, Cyber. I hear you on that. I mean, dude, don't get me wrong. Like, Love and Thunder was a huge letdown. I'm just saying, we're comparing two poopy movies. You know what I mean? So that should be a midnight. So I think, guys, what we'll do is we'll do a stream at midnight. Maybe like we'll go live at 11:30 and get all hyped up, and then we'll get in there and play it. We'll play for several hours, and then I'll go to bed. And then Friday during the day, we'll do a big stream as well. It's going to be fun, man. I'm excited. I guess instead of the GameStop gift cards, start giving out movie passes, I guess. I mean, maybe, so that we can help out the movie industry. Blockrider says, people don't go to the theaters for comedies. I don't get what the insistence on humor in every comic project. It's a very Marvel thing. I think they kind of made their bread and butter off of that for a long, long time. But I think they just have not sorted it out. That's more or less. I think that they just maybe haven't addressed, like, fans are maybe changing and they want to watch something different. But at the same time, like, if you look at the Disney Plus shows, you look at what's coming out next year, they do seem to be making a tonal shift. So, I don't know. Kind of interesting. Did they teach about 4-quadrant movies in film school? I thought film was supposed to be art, not a checklist. Josh. Well, it depends, man. Like, and I understand this question, I respect it, but I think the thing that people miss is that it is an actual skill to create 4-quadrant stuff. Like, that is a skill. And if you go to Hollywood and you want to work on a big budget, massive project, that is a skill you have to have in your repertoire. You don't necessarily need that skill. And if you look at someone like Quentin Tarantino, like, he doesn't break the box office when he makes movies, but he wins awards, gets a lot of acclaim. You know, there's a long tail on his projects. So it just kind of depends on what kind of creator or what kind of movie you want to make. I love all kind of film. Like, I like Fellini. You know what I mean? Like, I like old school stuff. I like Lars von Trier movies. You know what I mean? Like, I like P.T. Anderson. You know? I like film. I like arturist stuff, for sure. But I also like superhero movies. You know what I mean? And I like 4-quadrant movies. And they're just kind of different games. You know what I mean? Amon Olivus, welcome to the Nerdvengers. You are a Nerdvenger now. Chipawee says, my take on the MCU, it's too crazy and no longer grounded. I think the multiverse can still work, but they need to find a focal character of the saga. That's actually a great point, and I think maybe we'll get some of that in the next year's movies. But that's such an interesting point because, like, if you remember, in Phase 2 and in Phase 3, like, you're very anchored on Earth between the Avengers. Like, Tony, Steve, that's a major part of the conflict. And then that Earthbound story is a big part of what those characters all go through. And the movies this year, one's in the quantum realm, completely away from Earth. One's in the galaxy, completely away from Earth. And then the other one's in the galaxy, somewhat connected to Earth because of, you know, Fury and stuff, but it's not dealing with what's going on Earth. That might have been the mistake. But it seems like next year it's all grounded and it's all back to, like, that crew. So hopefully it kind of, you know, brings that up, brings that feeling back. Donnie says, wow, Josh Majors is really out here Kang banging people. Yeah, allegedly. You know what I mean? Allegedly. We'll see how it shakes out. Josh I says, looking good, Papa Josh. Hope all is well with your wonderful family. Thank you, brother. Can you give my daughter Ava a shout out for her 11th birthday? Keep doing what you're doing, Nerdvengers for life. Hey, Ava, happy birthday to you. Can we get some birthday love in the chat for Ava? 11. Holy cow. That's crazy. Reed says, what's up, Josh? Picking up PS5 today/tomorrow in preparation for Survivor. Beyond pumped. Also, this is your weekly reminder to catch up on My Hero Academia. Maybe I will. Been going hard on Black Clover, trying to catch up on that. I love Black Clover. And we wanted to watch the new episodes of Demon Slayer, but I couldn't get the Crunchyroll app to work, so I got to figure that out. You've seen Major's update? Seems like he got Karen'd. I don't know what update you are referring to. There's been a lot of, like, updates back and forth. I know that his lawyer and his team is trying to make it seem like this ex-girlfriend or whatever, like, totally full of shit and went out clubbing and basically, like, she beat him up and then went clubbing and then went all crazy or whatnot. I just don't know about that, man. Like, if that's true, sure, and she's horrible. But there's also the stories that, like, one of his other victims literally worked on Quantum Mania. And so it's like, let's see what's actually going on, you know? And I'm just not ready one way or the other to be like, okay, yeah, no, he's innocent, or yeah, he's horrible. So kind of just waiting and seeing. I also think there's an argument to be made that regardless of how this shakes out, he should be gone. You know what I mean? And I know that, like, that's gonna irk so many people that are like, he's innocent and he should be able to, but I'm sorry, like, life just isn't fair, bro. Like, that just is what it is. There's sort of a stink now. Skipping my super chats, I'm literally rambling about your super chat right now, Oba1. That is what I am doing right now, bro. Unfortunately, I'm kind of in that boat. I mean, look, humans are emotional creatures. Like, we understand things through story and emotion. You know? Boyega for the new Kang? I mean, maybe. Maybe. Yo, there's some crazy, like, kind of political news going on there. I don't know if you guys saw this, but apparently Tucker Carlson might be gone from Fox, and Don Lemon is gone from CNN. I don't know what the F is going on with that, but that is kind of wild for both of those things to happen on a Monday. Damn! I hope this isn't what my Peter was tingling about. You know? I hope this wasn't where my tingle was petering. Because I wanted some, like, dope stuff. Some nerdy stuff. Some exciting stuff. Not this bullcrappery. Yeah. Oh, well. Oh, well. Maybe something else will drop. All right, everybody. All right. That news is too adulty. I know it is a little bit. Okay, well, I think we're going to call it there. We're going to drop that video for you guys later, talking about how it's verifiable that they changed the ending of the season 3 of The Mandalorian. And I also want to talk about the rumors and all the tea and everything like that. So I think you'll dig that. Tomorrow, we're going to have a Nerdvenger stream. Who knows? Maybe some crazy stuff will drop tonight from Sony. We'll talk about that tomorrow on the stream. We'll hang out. I also want to talk to you guys about the video game that we're making in Fortnite. Elijah showed me it yesterday. It's pretty sick, and so we'll talk about that tomorrow as well. And it's going to be a good week because we got a sick-ass Star Wars game coming down the line. I'm excited. All right, everybody. As I always say, I hope you are having an awesome and a nerdy day. And I'll see you in the next video. Is everybody gone? Did everybody leave? What a nice little stream, you know? Just kind of getting into the week, dipping a toe in the pool, talking about a bunch of different stories over here, having a couple laughs, having a couple smiles. You know what it is. Yes. Just us bots now. Yeah, chilling, I know. Man, it's going to be exciting, man. I hope a lot of y'all are going to be getting the game too and playing a bunch, like, along with us on Friday. I don't want to do, like, spoilers and stuff for everybody, so I don't know how that's going to work. But we haven't done a gaming stream in a while, and I'm quite excited for this game. So it's going to be super fun, man. Get the snacks ready, get the coffee, get the energy drinks, you know. Should be fun. Yeah, and then the completely factual Star Wars speeds, of course. Yeah, that was dope for sure. Fire. All right, everybody. Make sure you open up that third eye. Wash out your stinky butt. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you